Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 7 of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. This is the penultimate episode of the season, and it's already kind of been teased, and I think we should probably have assumed as such this would be coming at this point, considering we only have one more episode after all of this, is that this will be the episode that actually explores who Jude is, what is his backstory, what set him on this path, and hopefully just at the end of the day, just answers a couple of questions. I really enjoyed the last episode, just seeing everybody kind of struggle with kind of being in this little position that they're in, the way that certain people have been handling certain situations or not handling certain situations. Last episode was really freaking good, especially like on a character level. I really enjoyed that. And apparently the shanty thing that played out in the last episode was, that wasn't actually how that was supposed to go in the script. That was a suggestion made by Jude Law, that it be sung. It was originally, I guess, supposed to be a poem instead, just kind of spoken as lines as they were read out. He's like, we're pirates. What if I sung it? I'm so glad that suggestion got thrown out there, because the fact that it turned into a sea shanty literally brought me joy in that episode. That all said, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gives you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for actually an entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover with the channel. You also can suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. With that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 7. We're going to be in so much trouble. Here we go.
Be careful. Barrier access codes are not easy to come by.
I love how, obviously the kids are doing their adventure, but like because of that, it's caused the parents to kind of go on a little adventure of their own.
Did you hear that?
To break off and try to save them on their own.
There, that'll do it.
Yeah, what is out there?
I have a...
Oh. Great.
I'm gonna grab it and run.
What? Oh, wow. That was immediate. Oh my god, it's like hot potato. God, you guys can't run for shit! God damn, man. Is it gonna be up to our final counselor lady or whatever the fuck her job is? Yep. Fern's mom. I know it's not trying to evoke that at all, but it makes me think of when Tron's uploading his data disk into the central CPU thing in the original Tron.
Nice shot, Fern. According to these instruments, we should be home soon. You hear that?
Hell yeah.
Come here! Told you I'd get us home. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Maybe they'll let us keep the ship?
Fat chance.
Great. Once we get back, then everything goes back to the way it was.
No, and that's what he's afraid of.
I still have to take assessment. I never should have pushed the stupid button in the first place. Don't say that.
Yeah, it was a really fun adventure. Half the time I was about to die, but that's what a real adventure is like.
I'm glad
That's a
you
big
did.
moment for Neel.
You'll be fine. You'll see.
Wait, did they beat them here?
It's a toxic maelstrom.
That's part of the mystique. That's part of the guys. Like you said, it makes it look like it's a toxic maelstrom.
How stupid are you, Brutus? It's a trick! You fools. Atten's been hidden for hundreds of years. You expect it to be just floating in the open. It's camouflaged.
According to Captain Renard, the real treasure planet be hidden inside an endless storm.
It's hidden inside. I'll bet my life on it. You give me a fighter, I'll fly him myself.
I'll take that back, but you're not going anywhere. One of my crew will fly into the storm.
It's this guy who just wanted a farm. Oh no.
See? perfectly safe. Maybe we should send in another.
It's a defensive grip.
What do you expect, like a magical hidden treasure planet to be completely defenseless?
Wait! Something unsent us, Captain. A ship out of hyperspace.
Oh, it's the kids.
I got it! I've 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 got it! The ship's the key. That's how we get to Adebimpe.
So that's what the barrier looks like from the outside.
No wonder no one ever went in there.
Oh, great. I thought they were just gonna follow it. Dude, the thing looks slick as hell without all that armor on it. It almost looks like in pristine condition.
Treasure or no, I'm gonna kill you first chance I get.
I wouldn't do that. The crew loves me.
Oh, it didn't work out for him very well the last time. He can spin a tale and he's a wordsmith for sure, but everybody's got their breaking points.
Come out unarmed, or we're coming in. Bunch of cowards. All right.
Oh! The claw! Get fucked.
Release the tractor beam, and we'll let him go.
Fear not, my friends.
Oh, he could have escaped at any time.
Let us go, or this guy's done for.
I mean, he could just end him right now. Oh! Holy shit.
Brutus was a stinking, backstabbing mutineer. And you want to follow him? Kona! Pax! Seize the vessel.
Wow.
You'll
That's
find 4
wild.
Scared children on board. Hold them hostage. Gunter! Fetch me 33. The rest of you, prepare the frigate to take Adebimpe.
Wow, dude. Hey, you made it through the barrier.
Find out whatever mechanism allows this ship.
Oh,
to
he's
cross
back in his helmet.
What's this? On the call.
An incoming transmission.
Children, we're sending out this message on a communication buoy, hoping you'll hear it. Just know we love you so.
I'm kind of sad that they, that Brutus didn't get to see that he was wrong in the end.
You're gonna make it home, and this message will tell you how. KB, my sweet girl, don't give up.
Aww. They all recorded a little something for each one of them.
Get home safe to good old Adebimpe, where you belong. You can make it home. My sweet
Neil's dad looks like he could fuck some shit up.
He got a shiny new datary, but he said all he wanted was his big brother.
Aww.
Find a Republic emissary.
That's an official who knows the secret location of Adebimpe and how to get through the barrier.
Oh.
Be careful. The barrier can be very dangerous. I wish we could say more. You weren't supposed to find out about any of this until you graduate. Whim.
Oh,
Listen
interesting.
to you. Please come home.
Aww.
We need to take the ship back. We could trick Jude. We know he's greedy. I mean, maybe we can even.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, that was a plan.
Chain him up.
Hi, Captain Soup.
I don't care how many fake names you have, because we know that you're a liar, and this is our ship because we found it first.
Well, now it's mine.
Actually, since you're currently captain of the frigate, this vessel remains unattested.
Oh.
Excuse me.
He's like, wait, what?
A captain can lay claim to one vessel, and only one.
Oh!
Claim the Onyx Cinder. I am the captain of this ship, and you all take orders from me.
Okay, well.
Unclaimed!
What?
I call unclaimed and claim it for kids only. 33, get these pirates off our ship.
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that.
Oh, apparently it does. That was a good callback to the first episode. Yeah, fuck him up. Hell yeah.
Captain, why did you send out the Onyx Cinder? Captain! Send some fighters after it. That ship is the key.
All right, man. We got some heat on us now. Oh, whoa. Maybe it's these things that are causing the storm. Yeah, what was that about finding a Republic emissary, though? We're just kind of going right in. Oh! Oh!
Would appear the defensive grid is still active.
But will we safe?
Aye, that was Captain Rennett's genius. Stealing one of the Mint's old ships so we could fly it safely back through.
Oh, okay. That's how Renner got the ship. So the ship is safe.
Keep going.
It's turning off as it flies past for them. Yeah, they get a pass. So they didn't have to find somebody. Rendered already did.
Pirate ship. It's an Ad ship.
Yeah, it has clearance. Oh, wow. It's just like this little tiny thing inside of this big ass maelstrom.
We made it.
Oh, and now they're,
Just
yeah.
like on Venus planet. My mom totally lied on that call. We're gonna be in so much trouble. I don't even care anymore.
But you should.
God damn it.
Well, well, well. Back again, are we? Stay with our kids. I'll handle this.
Oh! Oh!
All right, get down. Get on the ground! Down! Keep your heads down. And no talking.
He is a droid. We could fix him. But that still sucks.
This is Captain Silvo. I'm on board the Onyx Cinder. We made it through. Aden is on the inside, exactly like I told you. Come in.
Nothing's gonna be getting out.
Come in.
Barrier's jamming.
Yeah, I know.
It's on auto.
Shut up. Your incessant, unending jabber, jabber, jabber. Honestly, it is unbearable.
Leave him alone.
All of you, not just him. All of you. You're the worst one. Poor boy. What? What? What?
Jesus,
What exactly
man.
Are you going to do? You're all weak, sheltered, spoiled children. I've got a terrible headache and 0 patience left. So be quiet. Not one word. You understand? You're going to follow my lead. If I get even a hint that any of you are thinking otherwise, you know, I enjoyed seeing your parents' faces. Makes it very easy for me to know who to carve up. I will.
I believe him at this point, man.
Piece by piece. Slowly, if you don't behave.
Oh my god.
Why did you release this communications device through the barrier?
It's because you left us no choice.
We did what we had to help our children.
The problem is, you droids don't listen.
We are always available for. Stand by.
Wait, what the fuck was that?
Citizens of Atatin, this is the supervisor speaking. An emissary is arriving for shipment. All non-essential work is suspended until offload is completed. Thank you. That is...
What the? Oh! Wow, no warning at all. Oh, lovely. It's locked down.
Welcome to Atatin. You You must be the visiting Republic emissary.
Yes.
Planet-wide protocol requires that any visiting emissary proceed directly to the Mint to begin offload procedure.
I need to speak to my other ship.
We will proceed to the Mint.
Yeah, none of that. These are some strict protocols here, and he's being sucked right on down. They're gonna meet the wizard. Whoa.
About my other ship. Perhaps it would be best if I contacted them.
Communication outside the barrier is not permitted.
I am your emissary. I need open communication with my other ship.
You must speak with the supervisor about the barrier, emissary.
The supervisor, yes. Better than dealing with a droid.
He really does hate droids, man. That's some bleed over from his past. It's gotta be, man. He at the vault.
Hey, remind me, how many volts do you have like this?
Oh. Holy shit. All of these Old Republic credits, fresh off the press. Yeah, great. Though he's down here still. Are you fucking kidding me? No. God damn it. We didn't learn anything except that he is a bastard. I don't know, man. Like, while we didn't straight up get, like, his backstory, he very much so cemented his moral standing. I think all along the way, like it's been pretty straightforward. But I guess, like, along the way, I expected, like, a character journey for him. But no, he's, like, himself, the goal, the mission. And I can't imagine that he'll just have a change of heart in the next episode. But Jude Law, man, his performance in this episode was spectacular. He did a really good job just going through all these different emotions and levels of frustration and glee and all of that. I love seeing him kind of run the gamut through this episode. You know, as much as they, maybe, I don't know, maybe I misread like the quote about this episode, but we'd get to know more about Jude, and maybe that means about him himself. Maybe not his backstory, but I thought that was something that was mentioned, but there was absolutely none of that. Maybe it was more that in this episode, he just shows you who he really is at the end of the day. There's no more acts, there's no more guys, there's no more pretending, there's no more diplomacy. You know, when it came down to it and he got into this position, he killed Brutus without any hesitation. He chopped off 33's head without any hesitation, and he wielded that lightsaber against these kids and threatened them without any hesitation. Now, would he kill the kids? I don't know. It could be just veiled threats. You know, killing kids would definitely be like a whole other step, and I don't know that I do think that is something he would definitely like to avoid. If he had to, I think he would. He's already holding their parents over their heads, and I don't think killing adults would be something he'd be all that torn up about. Which is crazy to think too, is if he was a Jedi, just how far he would have fallen. Maybe it's to forgo the like desire to over-explain or to showcase yet another glimpse of Order 66, because I know a lot of people have gotten sick of how often we keep revisiting that day. I never get sick of it personally. I have to imagine like he has a disdain for droids. So if he did survive up until that point, they had been fighting against the droid army for all those years. Even if he was a Padawan, we know Padawans were on the front lines just alongside the Knights as well. So depending on how young he was, he still probably lost a lot of people and probably had a lot of fights himself against droids. So his disdain would likely carry over into that. Hell, we even see that similarly with the Mando and his disdain for droids, and when we first met him, because he was in the middle of that. He was a civilian on one of these worlds where that battle was being fought and lost his family to that. It would make sense. Plus the Force, at any point, like when they locked him up in the brig, he was like, I could have escaped here from any point, but I wouldn't have had a way off the rock. I would have had to steal a ship. It would have been a whole ruckus. It would have been a whole thing. So he was patient. He waited. Obviously, there's all the different knowledge that he imparts into the kids when he is trying to use that to navigate these situations in kind of a diplomatic way. He does always try to talk first and avoid violence, which is also a very Jedi thing to do. I saw a lot of people thinking like, haha, we're going to think he's a Jedi the entire time, but he's actually a Sith. I think that makes less sense personally, given what we know about the Sith themselves, the Order. That wouldn't even be a possibility in my mind. I do think that there's a lot of these things that he's probably held on to that's helped him survive, that he took from the Jedi Code, that he took to heart, and he's adapted to fit the world he's living in at the moment to benefit him where need be. Like the attachment thing, like this diplomacy, this restraint. As we know with the handcuffs, because he just threw those off. Nobody took them off of him. He just nah. And even when he was in the airlock, I think if it was actually about to happen, he probably could have done a little something to get out of that. But I think he's still trying to hide that part of himself, and that's probably large in part due to the way he's had to survive after all of that. The world he's seen is very likely one that has not tolerated any kind of slip-ups or anything of the sort, and that's just what happened. Because I would really like that if he does turn out to be an Order 66 survivor, because over the course, we've seen that happen a lot in a lot of different ways, but a lot of the time, obviously, there's the hero's call, that call back into altruism, that call back to be that protector, to find that purpose again. And we've seen a lot of different variations on that. And I would think it would be kind of fun to put this opposite spin on that and find somebody that was so devastated by it. Because going back to his speech about being hungry, what it truly means to be alone and to fend for yourself. So I just find it really interesting to, at least entertain the idea of what happens when a Jedi goes through all of that and then just spirals the other direction. Somebody who quite naturally over the course of these experiences has no desire to go towards any of that, and in a lot of ways goes in the quite opposite direction of that. Not like the Sith-like way, but in the way that one would do simply to survive and protect themselves. He sees no draw or benefit towards trying to go back to that way of thinking or that lifestyle. That's a lot of things I'm drawing just based on the way he acts and behaves and just these little context clues, but at the end of the day, it's all just an assumption. I really would have liked to have seen a little flashback or something like that, but maybe they're just hey, we don't really need it. I guess I don't need it. I do think that the show not telling of it all is doing a really good job, because there are a lot of contextual clues to where we can formulate our own idea, and then maybe we don't necessarily need that hand-holding. But part of me still would love to see it, though, but I don't know. We still have this mysterious supervisor who we have not met with, who now he is kind of on course to meet. So we're going to finally meet the wizard of this place, which I think is still going to be Renard. I think that's going to be who has been here this entire time. That's my guess. Well, we learned that the Onyx Cinder was a ship that was stolen from At-Aten. That's why it's able to come and go. The barrier allows it passage. So that was key, to find a Republic emissary, and he probably came down here pretending to be one after he maybe caught one of these ships making a shipment, because they said protocol is when an emissary arrives to immediately begin offloading. They have to be exporting Old Republic credits that are minted here to, I guess, the Republic? And it is secret to an extent, but apparently once you graduate, you are let in on at least part of the secret. But I feel like it's probably been manipulated, or at least At-Aten has been up until this point. And maybe it had been, or the intention was to garner some kind of relationship with the outside world till Renard kind of intercepted that. And we don't know how long that has been going on. How long he's been manipulating all of that, if that is the case. Again, we know that information about the war, information about what has happened in the galaxy is kind of frozen at a standstill, and that could have been by design as well. So there's a lot of magic happening here to keep a lot of different things secret from a lot of different people. You know, the second, though, that they kept poking and prodding, testing the barrier, though, I thought that was kind of interesting, the way that we got to kind of see just the lengths to which this planet has been protected. Like how much larger that barrier is and how much larger it makes the planet look. You know, like it works as a defense just on multiple levels. One, it's a camouflage. It looks like a toxic maelstrom. So anybody's like, why even bother going in there? It's just a wasteland. There's no point. You die in the storm. Nothing could be down there. On top of that, it jams all communications. And on top of that, it'll shoot your ass down if you even try to brave it. Like it's an extremely layered sense of security that is garnered around this, and then you add on top of that all of the protocols, all the additional layers of secrecy, of classification, of certain accesses and knowledge, even when you're on the planet. We know that he needs to get communications up to his ship, and to do that, he's going to have to talk to the supervisor. And we still have to address the whole who is the supervisor, because that's another mystery of all of this. I have to imagine it's Tag Reddit. I think that's the only thing that makes sense with the way the story has been framed so far. And the way they also make it seem is that there hasn't actually been an emissary in a really long time. Probably because this may even be their only, ship that comes to and from, and he hijacked that and buried it here, I would presume, along with 33. To kind of keep this all to himself. I guess we're going to have to wait to find out, man. As much as this was really, a lot of this was focused on Jude in this episode, Wim obviously is still really kind of disappointed that we're just heading right back home. He's going to be going back to that life that he was never really excited about. He's got to go take the test and then blah, 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 blah. Where at the end of the day, too, there's still something weird going on back there that we got to kind of peel back the veil on. And maybe whatever this leads to, this opening up, whatever this revelation is about the supervisor, maybe with that will come some kind of change. Or maybe some other adventure lays in the future for Wim, because there's still, like, his idea, his picture book story idea of what the world is like outside of this planet, as well as his idea of what an adventure is and can feel like. There's a lot of things that I feel like we still have to address with that and come to a head with at least that aspect of it too. And I'm wondering how that's going to come back around, especially when his first encounter with somebody he would perceive to be a Jedi has been anything but what the stories say. And that was his first encounter with one, is kind of wild. And I'm wondering how we're going to reconcile that at the end, especially considering where Jude has them right now. I really like this story. I really love this journey, this adventure. And, just the whimsy and fun of it all. Hell, even down to us finding all of this treasure, him opening this mint and seeing just walls and walls and stacks of credits. Everything he's ever wanted right there in front of his face. You see that glee as he's just like, oh, these credits are just pouring off of this plat. Oh my God. And he says, yes, he finally did it. He's finally got his score. But yeah, man, fantastic episode. With that all said, though, I would love to know what you all thought. How do you feel? Where do you think it's going to go next? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Share, York, Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. But until then, may the Force be with you always. Take care, everybody.